See, this is what the media does. Not gonna work with me. This is why we're fighting the fake news media. This is why we're fighting slash and burn Democrats. This is why we're fighting hoaxsters. This group, no, this group right here, full of hoaxsters that peddle anonymous sources from leakers with access to grind, and then you put it all together as if it's some news story. And when we know it, we know exactly what it is. I'm going to go roll some Easter eggs with my kids.
Have you
Thank you very much.
President, sir? Have you spoken?
Do you remain confident in Hagseth? Do you remain confident in Hagseth?
Oh, totally. Why do you even ask a question like that? We have recruitments that's at an all-time high. The spirit in the armed forces is fantastic. No, great confidence.
Hagseth using signal to discuss those military plans.
Are you bringing up Signal again? I thought they gave that up 2 weeks ago.
There was a new report this weekend that he used it in a separate chat that included some family members.
Just the same old stuff from the media. That's an old one. Try finding something new.
Thing about this story is that Daddy has learned how to take
service members. I don't know that they're comfortable with that. So,
or do you trust Jeffrey Goldberg, who is a registered Democrat and an anti-Trump sensationalist reporter?
War approaches its third anniversary. Our message is clear. The bloodshed must cease.
Anything you'd like to say?
Families all across America to better their lives. And that's what Make America Great Again is all about.
What else do you want to say, sir, about the Signal chat controversy?
You know, what a big surprise that a bunch of, a few leakers get fired and suddenly a bunch of hit pieces come out from the same media that peddled the Russia hoax. Won't give back their Pulitzers. They got Pulitzers for a bunch of lies. Pulitzers for a bunch of lies. And on hoaxes, time and time and time again. And as they peddle those lies, no one ever calls them on it. See, this is what the media does. They take anonymous sources from disgruntled former employees, and then they try to slash and burn people and ruin their reputations. Not gonna work with me, because we're changing the Defense Department, putting the Pentagon back in the hands of warfighters, and anonymous smears from disgruntled former employees on old news doesn't matter. So I'm happy to be here at the Easter egg roll with my dad and my kids, because you know, this is what we're doing it for. These kids right here. This is why we're fighting the fake news media. This is why we're fighting slash and burn Democrats. This is why we're fighting hoaxsters. This group, no, this group right here, full of hoaxsters that peddle anonymous sources from leakers with access to grind, and then you put it all together as if it's some news story. And when we know it, we know exactly what it is. So I'm really proud of what we're doing for the president, fighting hard across the board, and I'm going to go roll some Easter eggs with my kids.
Have you
Thank
spoken
you very
to the
much.
president, sir? Have you spoken to the president?
Have spoken to the president, and we are going to continue fighting on the same page all the way.
Sir, are you
All right, we're moving, everyone. We're moving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
And so we had a very successful trip there. President Molino sends his regards, very complimentary.
The president absolutely has confidence in Secretary Hagseth. I spoke to him about it this morning, and he stands strongly behind him. We'll see you guys at the Easter egg roll.
So I think Hagseth has a shelf life of undetermined length, but it's not going to be much longer, would be my guess. 3 months, 4 months, something like that. Well, again, these 5 people are all people he brought in and who have said they're in favor of the change that he's trying to make. They just don't think he's qualified to do it. I think it's a very weak response when Hagseth can't even manage and hold together the people he himself is responsible for hiring. It's sort of like the same problem his boss seems to have.
Serve in any combat.
On day one, on January 20th, when President Trump is sworn in, he will issue a new set of lawful orders. And the leadership of our services will have an opportunity to follow those lawful orders or not. Those lawful orders will not be based on politics. They will be based on readiness, accountability standards, and lethality. That is the process by which leaders will be judged. And accountability is coming, because everybody in this room knows, if you're a rifleman and you lose your rifle, they're throwing the book at you. But if you're a general who loses a war, you get a promotion. That's not going to happen in Donald Trump's Pentagon. There will be real standards for success